for locations to the north of Houston. You can see really a line of showers and storms from Columbus through Katy and all the way up through the Woodlands. Let's take a closer look because over the last 30 minutes to an hour, a lot of these showers have been intensifying, meaning we're starting to see some lightning there and those red colors between Roman Forest and Kingwood. That's going to be some pretty healthy downpours coming down. So far, all of these showers have continued to move, which means we haven't seen any flooding concerns. But if they keep moving over the same locations, it's not out of the question we could see some isolated street flooding as we head into this evening. Otherwise, a shower moving between Katy over towards Cypress. That's going to be pushing over towards Tomball here soon. We are tracking a few stronger cells just to the south of Columbus here, that pink color indicating some small hail possible. And as we head into the afternoon, all of southeast Texas is underneath a severe weather threat. Primary concern is going to be damaging wind, but we can't rule out isolated large hail. That means if you're hearing this and you've got an option for covered parking, I'm talking a garage, a carport, not a bad idea to park your car there both during the day today and overnight tonight. Our severe weather risk is on the lower side, but you can see this yellow color. That's a level 2 on a scale of 5, which means areas to the north of Houston, you have a higher likelihood of seeing stronger storms, but everybody has the chance, especially of seeing frequent lightning strikes and heavy downpours as we go through the overnight hours. These thunderstorms are all before the cold front. The actual cold front is going to be pushing into our area after sunset this evening, and that's going to bring with it the possibility of an organized line of storms passing through the Houston area around midnight this evening and then reaching the coast closer to 1 a.m. before that cold air starts to usher in the 50s. But we'll talk more about the cool down. First, we need to talk about the rain, the showers, and the thunderstorms. Right now, Storm Tracker 2 radar is starting to get slightly more active. You can see these thunderstorms primarily going to be north of I-10. That's going to be the trend even as we head into the afternoon. You'll notice Cleveland dealing with some thunderstorms here. So far, everything has been manageable, but it is possible these storms can start to intensify. You'll notice we've got those showers near Tomball as well, impacting 290. These storms thankfully have been pushing through, which means rainfall accumulations so far have been very manageable. However, as we go into the afternoon, if they continue to move over the same locations, we can see some of those rainfall accumulations really stack up. A live look from our Loyalty Plumbing camera. You'll notice dark skies over Houston. We've got a lot of moisture out there. Actual air temperature 82 degrees. We are seeing warm conditions, which actually acts as energy for these storms, in addition to very humid conditions. We've got a dew point of 72 here in Houston, and I'm making a point of that because that is so humid, juicy, if you may, that the storms use that as fuel. We've got the right ingredients for these storms to quickly intensify. Future track showing by 5 o'clock some of those stronger storms up to our north, perhaps in the Lake Livingston area, and that's where we're going to see our strongest storms through the evening. Now, once we get after sunset, we are expecting a line of storms to push through the area from the northwest to the southeast, rolling through Houston likely around midnight this evening, so you may get woken up by some loud thunder, and then advancing to the coast by 1. And then the cool air funnels in. Today we hit 80, which tied our record from 1974. Saturday and Sunday highs in the 50s and the 60s, which means if you're running the Houston Marathon, one of the best marathon forecasts we have had in recent memories. 6 a.m. 42, feeling like the upper 30s. A throwaway jacket is a great idea because by 10 a.m., 50 degrees, really lovely for our long distance runners. And with this cold front, we're not expecting any temperatures below freezing. So no problems when it comes to the pets, pipes, pools. Temperatures only dropping to 38 on Monday, and our high temperatures, they're going to be in the 50s and the 60s. And to meteorologist Caroline Brown, we are tracking a severe storm threat across southeast Texas today. Now, this is a low threat, but it's a severe threat nonetheless, with our risk being highest for those north of Houston. You can see shaded in the yellow. That's a level 2 on a scale of 5 when it comes to risk. So our primary concern, damaging wind, but we also do have a hail threat, which means if you have access access to a garage or a carport, not a bad idea to have your car under covered parking today. Future Track is going to show not everybody will get storms, but those who get them can see some strong ones. We're talking heavy downpours and frequent lightning strikes, with the highest concentration of these thunderstorms staying to the north of the Houston area. Now, these storms are possible through the afternoon and into the evening as well, with the actual front passing through after sunset this evening. You can see a line of storms approaching Harris County by 10 o'clock, passing through Houston likely around midnight tonight. These storms can be a bit noisy as they approach the coast, and then behind it, much cooler weather. In fact, today we set a record high temperature in the 80s. Saturday and Sunday down into the 50s and the 60s, which means for our Houston Marathon runners, one of the best Houston marathons in recent memories. 6 a.m. 42 with a light breeze, warming into